Look how easy. Just mix it with a blender, and here you have this wonder. Super creamy, super tasty. And best of all, it's made with just 2 ingredients, and it's really easy. Today we're making a dessert with just 2 ingredients, and it's delicious. Hey, sweet tooths, check out this wonder. Look how fluffy that slice is. And the best part is, it's made with just 2 ingredients. Without using the oven, it comes out cool, tasty, and it's gonna surprise you. Let's go for the recipe. It's gonna turn out amazing. Today, it's time to surprise. The 2 magic ingredients that turn this recipe into something wonderful are the following. On one hand, 2 packets or 170 grams of gelatin with the flavor you want. And on the other, 600 ml or 3 cups of cream. Heavy cream, whipping cream, or double cream. It's also called heavy whipped cream, or chantilly, whatever you call it. Let's move on to the mixture. It's easy. We're going to pour half a liter, that is 2.5 cups of very hot water, into a large bowl. It should be almost boiling, really hot. Then we add the gelatin. Since it's in powder form, it will dissolve very quickly. And I'm telling you, I'm going to use this one, which is strawberry flavored, also known as Frutilla. You can see that I'm using what we call strawberry gelatin in my country, but I know that many of you call it Frutilla, or by other names. So if you're such a good person, write me in the comments. Where are you from? And what do you call it? Because that red fruit seems to have a lot of names. Yes, it's a good idea to give it a few turns. You don't even have to do it quickly. Just to help it mix so that none of the powder sticks to the sides or the bottom of the container. So I always recommend a few turns until you see that the grains have completely dissolved. Don't worry, this only takes a few seconds. Then I let it sit for a few minutes until it thickens a bit, usually 15 or 20 minutes. And then, once that's cooled down, you can even keep it in the fridge. We put the heavy cream, whipping cream, or double cream into the pitcher of your mixer or blender. And you add that wonderful liquid to it. It's very important that the cream is really cold. And now, on the lowest speed, we start mixing with the machine. We'll do this for a maximum of 1 minute. Stop it for a moment. All right, pay attention to this detail. The cream whips up really fast, especially if it's cold. So I recommend that you set the machine to the lowest speed, so it stirs and mixes slowly, and pay close attention. Stop as soon as it has a creamy texture. Why? If you keep beating it, it will separate and become a kind of butter, and honestly, it looks pretty disgusting. So pay attention and go slowly. When it looks good, turn off the machine. And that's it. And now I'll let you keep watching the video. That's it. In about a minute, you'll notice that the texture of the mixture starts to change. And that's the moment to stop mixing. Voila! Look, I give it the final touch, and you'll see how you can tell it's a bit thicker now. Well, this is what we were looking for. Look, I'm gonna show you up close with a spoon, like this, slowly. See? This is what we were looking for, that it's creamy, creamy, creamy. Well, once you have the mixture prepared like this, the recipe is done. So grab a container where you want to prepare it. I'm going to use this semi-square tray, 20 centimeters on each side. And I recommend that you brush it with a very light oil. Brush both the bottom and the sides, and this will help you unmold it more easily. So, if you want to have an even nicer finish, brush it with a little oil. Well, after that bad rhyme, we fill the container with the cream, pour it all in, and the recipe is ready. It couldn't be easier. So, I'm just gonna take this slowly to the fridge or refrigerator, because that's where it will chill. The flavors will blend together, and the gelatin will work its real magic. So let's open the fridge. By the way, should I organize it right now? Oh man, what a mess I have in there. And I put the tray in. There we go, that's perfect. We'll leave it in there for at least 4 hours so it sets properly. If you want to make it a day ahead, no problem. It keeps really well in the fridge. Once you're ready to enjoy it, all you have to do is take it out of the fridge, bring it to the table, unmold it, and enjoy right away. And now I'm gonna show you the most important thing. Because with desserts, it's just like with people. It's the inside that matters. Let's do it. With the help of a knife, we're gonna cut a slice. If you don't want the creams, mousses, or gelatins to stick to the knife while you're doing it, I recommend keeping it a little wet. That way, it sticks much less and it's easier to get a more perfect finish. All right, let's look at it from this angle. I think you'll be able to see it a little better. I'm gonna take this thin pastry spatula I have and use it to take the dessert out. Let's see what we get. Drum roll. And let's go. Look. This is looking great. I'll use another spoon so it won't fall. And you can see it perfectly. Look at that slice. Isn't it amazing? Creamy, fluffy, with a fantastic aroma. And the best part is that it was made with just 2 ingredients and has this kind of slice. Don't tell me you don't want to try this. Look. When the spoon falls, practically just with the weight of the spoon, it breaks on its own. Look. I'm sure more than one person is thinking, I want that spoon for myself. And I don't blame you because it looks nice. And on top of that, thanks to using gelatin in the flavor you like the most, it'll always be to your personal taste. And that's fundamental in desserts. We're here to enjoy ourselves. Remember that phrase. You have to enjoy sweets, otherwise they're not worth it. And while I'm at it, I'm going to take the opportunity to ask you 2 things. First, where are you watching me from? And second, what flavor do you want to make this wonder in? What flavor would you like? That way, I learn a bit about the customs you have all around the globe, which I love. There are people from everywhere, and all of us with a sweet tooth enjoy things like this together. Looky, how amazing it looks. A dessert with a sophisticated look. But I'm telling you, it has a creative flavor. But it's really tasty, creamy, fresh, and delicious. Let's get to work and enjoy it. It's hard to believe that with just 2 ingredients, and in such an easy and quick way, you can prepare something that looks this good, right? And you already know that I don't like to leave here without trying this wonder with you, right? So let's go with this. This crazy thing. Look how creamy it is. Wow. You have to try it. It seems unbelievable, but it actually has a lot of body. It's fluffy, but at the same time, it's filling. You have to try it. And the best part is that depending on the flavor of gelatin you use, you can make it with whichever one you like the most. Pineapple, strawberry, cherry, raspberry, whatever you want. So write to me down here in the comments. What flavor do you want to make it with? I'm sure you have fantastic ideas, and I always learn a lot from you. And while you think about it, you can watch this video, which you can see looks amazing. Subscribe to the channel for free and turn on the bell to stay updated with the latest news. For more, check out my savory recipes channel, Saladolandia.